everyone, welcome to Cozy Playhouse. It's Melody and Usopp, and you might have seen him in a lot of videos, but this one is special because it's all about him. This video we're going to talk about him specifically because he's special, and I did promise in my last video that we would do a series where you get to meet all of my babies, or at least all the really important ones, and get to know a little bit about them. I won't go into too much detail about how his personality differs from his personality in canon, because I talked a lot about that in the last video, which I will link in the description. In this video, I'm going to talk specifically about this version of Usopp, my plush Usopp, what he likes, what he's like, and what he's about. So not all of it's going to be accurate to who he is in the canon show, but it will have a lot of similarities. So he's really excited. He wants to introduce himself. So let me just translate what he's saying. He says, "Hi, I'm Usopp. I am a Straw Hat Pirate. I'm a sniper, and I love adventure." Well, not exactly in those words, but he basically said that. And he also wants you all to know that he's really grateful that you have been watching so far, and that he wants to tell you all some of his stories because he really likes doing that. Maybe one day we'll get to do that. So Usopp, I have a video when I first got him, actually. I have a video on this channel back when I used to be called Melody Snowflake Toys. When I first unboxed him, he is actually a custom-made plushie from Cameron. He's saying, "Aw, I'm custom-made. You don't have to tell them how special I am. That's so nice." Okay, baby. But he's so cute. I'm sorry. But yes, he is a custom-made plushie. So he was commissioned by a plush artist named Cameron, and Cameron was so nice because he was very accommodating to specific details I wanted about him. For example, I wanted him to specifically be a pre-time skip Usopp because there wasn't much merch of pre-time skip Usopp because of how One Piece had a whole time skip 15 years ago, and all the merch from before that's practically non-existent anymore. But Cameron also did other specifications, like made his accessories removable, which is really cool. And he also just made Usopp more cuddly for me because I said this is going to be a cuddle plushie, a plushie that I would hold for comfort. So could you maybe make it so that he's a little more squeezable, little less solid with the stuffing? And so Cameron was able to do that. So Usopp is a very, very cuddleable plushie. He likes snuggles. Right now, he's clinging to me. He's making little humming noises of content. He really likes head massages, actually. And we hug a lot. I take him to work with me because it's very comforting, and his hair is really soft. I also carry around a bunch of things for him in case he wants it. So because Usopp gets nervous very easily, I hold him a lot, but I also carry around his slingshot. Let me get it. So I have a bag that I take with me. Can you imagine trying to take a bag and holding Usopp at the same time? There we go. So I have a bag that I take with me. There is a big compartment here where he can, come on baby, where he can rest inside completely. And I can zip it up, and he has a lot of room. One of my friends, when I first got this bag, my friend was like, "He's so spoiled." I'm like, yeah, he is really spoiled. He gets so much room all to himself in this bag, just for him. And I also, like I said, I bring his slingshot. So And like there's a little back compartment here. There's a little drawstring bag that I carry with me. Wait, that's the wrong drawstring bag. I have multiple things I carry around for other plushies too. There we go. This drawstring bag. So he's all ready for adventure. So I have his little slingshot here that I can put on his arm. I have his shoes, which are also removable, in case he wants to wear them and explore. I don't actually put my plushies down on the floor, by the way. It's just completely a roleplay thing. And here is a bag for him that he also carries. All of these came with him. Cameron was so nice to make these detachable for me. And Usopp also gets cold easily. So I bought him a blanket. Let me try and get that out. Oh wow. There are lots of other things in here. Give me a second. Let me try and get this out. Yeah, I know. I try to cram too many things in my bag. He was just commenting on that. Here we are. So I have a blanket for him. It's really just a handkerchief, but it's the right size. So let me unfold that. There we go. And when he gets cold, he can have that. Sometimes he wants to roll up in it completely when he's like really scared. But right now I'll just show you. There we go. He's so snug. And you feel safer in that too, because I know he gets nervous. There we go. But right now he's not feeling cold, so I won't give that to him. He's gonna die of heat. You're one to talk. He said I'm being dramatic. So yeah, I bring all these supplies for him. He's actually my 4th Usopp plushie. I have to do a video on character plushie doubles because I have so many plushies of the same character and how they all differ from each other, even though they are like the character. So I'll have to do a video on that. But this is my 4th Usopp plushie and still my main one, my favorite one. This blanket does not want to fold. But yes, this is my 4th Usopp, and he's very precious. He's very clingy whenever we get a chance to hug, especially at night when we're just like hanging out and I'm just laying down and getting ready to go to bed. He's very clingy. I love that. I think it's very adorable. And when we're outside, he likes to explore, especially when we're outdoors. He likes it when I take him out of my bag and he gets to see what's happening. He's like, whoa, look at that. Like one time I went for a run and he was like looking at all the other runners and being like, whoa, that looks fun. Yes, it was. It was really fun. So that's basically Usopp. And I've only had him for about 6 months as of filming this video. But he is precious. Actually, has it been 6 months? It's been 7 months. It feels simultaneously shorter than that and longer than that. I don't know how, but that's what happens when you love a plushie. But yes, here he is, my precious baby. I have a comb that I use to comb his hair. Actually, let me get that real quick. I'm gonna be off frame for just a second, but you'll still be able to hear me talking because I'm just going to get. Oh gosh, I just realized that getting this might block the camera for a sec because the camera is literally standing on a shelf with a sliding door that I have to slide over it to get to another thing. So I'm sorry if you can't see anything for a moment. Okay, I'm back. Let me see. Let me just adjust everything. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so I am back, and this is a comb. It's just a regular comb. I've learned that you shouldn't use a comb that you use on your own hair for your dolls and plushies, because sometimes the oil from your hair could damage the fabric. So I have a special comb just for my plushies. So his hair is really, really soft. I do not want to accidentally brush the fabric on his clothes, because that could destroy the fabric. So I usually gently put a hand underneath his hair and just brush out the tangles like this. You gotta be really careful. You do not want to pull out a few strands. I have pulled out a few strands before, and I always feel really bad, because it must hurt really bad for my poor baby. I just did it a few hours ago, so there really isn't much to brush, but I just wanted to demonstrate it for you all. There we go. There we go. So yeah, I do this every now and then just to keep his hair soft. One last thing I do for him. He doesn't really like it very much, but I do it because plushie care in general. I have this little bottle that I got at a con. It's usually meant for spraying on fursuits and things, but it has some medicinal, not medicinal. To me, treating a plushie in any way is like being a doctor to them. But it has it's basically for keeping them clean in a way, because it almost has sanitary stuff in it, almost it has, it's similar to hand sanitizer, about for plushies. Anyway, you just give a little spray. It's kind of like a perfume bottle. He does not like it. He just complained. He's like, hey. I'm sorry, I was just demonstrating. I'm sorry, baby. Got some on his face. But yeah, it's just to keep the fabric clean, because you hold them a lot, you bring them everywhere. Yeah. But yeah, that's Usopp, and I showed a little bit more in this video than I intended to, but because he's my main one, he gets all the attention, all the care routines, everything. So we might as well just show all of it at once. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. He's still here. I'll dry you off. There we go. I still need to get plush-sized towels for them all, because he doesn't have that yet. I'm still just brushing him off manually with my hands. But yes, he is my baby. He's my precious. And I love him. And he's really happy to have been able to introduce himself with me, even though I translated most of that, and he just kind of was here for a demonstration as well. But yes, he's awesome. I love him, and you guys are awesome for sticking with me. So thank you so much for watching, and for not judging. It's been a whole month since this channel got rebranded, and it's just amazing. So thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Does that want to say bye? Bye.